Hello, dear Taurus. How are you? Welcome. I hope you're doing very, very well. Taurus, let's see how your energies are going to be at this moment. So you can use them to your advantage and be able to see a situation from a new point of view. This reading is general. Take what resonates with you and don't dismiss the message. And it applies to everyone who has Sun, Ascendant, Moon, or Venus in the sign of Taurus. Thank you. If you need a personal consultation with me, you can write to the email shown on the screen and I will send you all the information you need. You can also call the listed phone numbers and you will be able to contact my team of tarot readers 24 hours a day. We'll be answering all your questions instantly. You are also welcome to be part of this channel. You can join as channel members and get great benefits like early access to the videos, unique badges, polls, and also participation in raffles for personal consultations. Let's channel a message for the sign of Taurus. Let's see, Taurus. Taurus, start over here with the Chariot, the Two of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, and the Four of Swords. Taurus, I feel like you're in a very important change of direction, right? You're kind of in the, it's the transition, right? The transition where you're adapting to certain new circumstances. The key is to be flexible with the new things that are coming into your life, but also to let go of what has already run its course, okay? Being in a moment where this change, this shift in attention can be related to new goals, new objectives, or something new that you'll probably start to undertake, produce, or build. It could be a new project, a new job, or a new way to generate resources in your life. But the key here is exactly that, right? That you stay adaptable. Don't stick to your old routines, your old schedules, your old way of doing things. Make that change. Maybe you were thinking about something. Maybe you were saying, I need to change my routine. I need to get out of this loop. I need to get out of this stagnation. I need to change certain things in my project. But don't let this remain just an idea, a dream, but actually do it. Have the willpower to make it happen. So that's why I say you're in the middle of it. You're like holding two things at the same time, and one is moving forward toward those new goals. I feel like you're putting willpower into moving forward with that new purpose because I feel like you want to take a leap, you want to progress, you want to move forward. But you're also holding on to what has to do with your past, and not because you want to keep it, but because there's a process of, hey, I have to leave this behind. I have to put an end to this closure. I feel like this hasn't worked, right? Or this way of thinking or this approach. That's why I say you're in the middle of two situations, moving towards the new and letting go of what no longer resonates. And of course, when you let go, when you're in this process, on one hand, there's joy, there's a kind of expectation, right? Like, I want this to work out soon. I want this to materialize because there's a lot of hope, a lot of dreams, whether it's in your professional or financial area. But there can also be some melancholy there, sometimes very active memories, recollections, And sometimes the past shows up, right? The past can be confusing. Sometimes you start doubting, did I make the right decision? Is it okay to leave this behind? Will things go well for me if I take this risk now with this change? So there's a moment there of sometimes there can be uncertainties because of everything you're leaving behind. But the idea goes beyond that, of having these kinds of thoughts or feelings. Never lose focus on the future, right? Never lose focus on what you want to achieve and what you want to work on. What I feel is that you are at a moment where you want to build something big or make a big dream come true or a great desire. Let this not remain a fantasy, but let it take shape on this plane and materialize. This situation of moving toward the new and letting go of the past, yes, it can be a bit exhausting. If you feel a bit tired these days, if the energy isn't there, or your body doesn't perform like it used to, there's a greater need to sleep. This has to do with the fact that a lot of energy is being consumed. And why is a lot of energy being consumed? Because you are in a process of change. And the energy is going somewhere else. It's processing the new things and also releasing what it no longer needs. To recharge your energy, get enough rest. Drink plenty of water. And most importantly, meditate. I feel that meditation is going to be part of this period because it will allow you to visualize your new horizon, and also recharge your energy to face what's coming. Let's see. Let's see what else we have. Horus, general energy. Here you have the Nine of Wands. The Queen of Wands. Temperance. The Eight of Cups. Taurus is, oh, it's looking strong, isn't it? This ending, this distancing, right? This decision you've made to close something in your life, a chapter, to walk away from a place you no longer belong to, right? A place that it has already given all it had to give, and start heading out, taking that path. There might be a kind of introspective phase these days, a time of rediscovery with yourself, of recognizing who you are, and move forward toward that new purpose, right? Toward those new goals, aligning yourself with new values, with a spiritual process as well. To start seeing yourself from a different perspective. But that distancing is very clear. What are you moving toward? What are you getting closer to? A place that has to do with your personal power. That is, I'll say it again. What I see is that there's a Taurus here who is regaining his power. That's why we also talk about the importance of rest, because the magnetism is about to return to Taurus. And with that magnetism, you're going to start feeling confident again. You're going to feel that self-confidence again, the ability to express yourself freely, right? That inspiration comes back, that creative fire, and that presence, right? Like, well, here I am. I've gotten back up, right? I've already let go of what I needed to let go. I left it behind. I closed something, I eliminated something. I also feel something, let's see, something that maybe wasn't doing you any good, whether it's some kind of thought or emotion. This can also be like a detox process, energetic detox, right? Detox can be physical, it can be emotional, but I feel it like getting rid of maybe heavy energies or negative thoughts, right? So you are currently in a very important alchemical process, in a process of transformation and change, where you are beginning to find a new balance, a new equilibrium to regain, to recover health in every sense, right? If you've also been through a physical illness, your physical health will come back through that vitality. Now we're going to start connecting the cards that have come up. It could be that you've come from a period of forced rest, right? And that has clarified a lot of things for you. So your energy is coming back. Your power is coming back. This feels amazing. I feel like myself again. I feel present again. I feel aligned again. But I can also see you're thoughtful. Thoughtful about what that situation has left you with. Because that situation has made you stronger than before. It has made you brave. It has awakened great courage. But it has also awakened your instinct to stay alert and cautious. That you are going to move forward with more presence. But keeping in mind what you have been through, what you have recently gone through, what you have had to face, which perhaps has not been easy. Some of you, including Taurus, may have faced a complex situation, talla de alerta, where your instinct to stay alert has been awakened. And of course, sometimes the instinct to stay alert is awakened in dangerous situations. But you kept going and overcame the test. You were able to overcome this stage and you have healed. You have healed. You have been able to let go of what was troubling you. Maybe you also let go of some fear. Maybe you also distanced yourself from people who weren't adding anything to your life. Actually, they were draining your energy, taking from you and confusing you. And yes, get closer to that place of alignment, right? With your truth and with your real purpose. That's why I can feel the inner change you're going through so strongly. The alchemical change. I also see it as transmuting, turning darkness into light, and starting to gain personal power, starting to gain presence. Your energy is coming back. It's coming back. Let's see. Let's see what else we have. Sign of Taurus. General energy and available. Let's see. Taurus, you have the Hierophant over here, the Five of Pentacles, and the Seven of Cups. Over here we have the Eight came out again. The Eight of Cups. Taurus, you've been through it, or maybe you're going through it, right? Through major life lessons. There's a lot to learn from this time, right? What have you learned? You've learned things that have to do with value. Sometimes you go through situations of insecurity. It happens. You also have to face situations that scare you. You're afraid to face them head on, or to express something, to communicate something. Or if you've been through some situation of rejection, right? Of saying, I feel like I'm about to lose something or to lose someone. I feel like this has been a test for you all. Because when you go through those situations, when you think you might lose something, that's when you realize the value of that thing or of that person. That's why I feel that life these days, it's giving you like lessons, lessons that have to do with, that are related to this fear, right? With fear of loss. Sometimes afraid of running out of money, afraid of losing stability, afraid you won't be able to move forward, afraid of feeling insecure, afraid of feeling rejected, or with what we talked about, of losing, right? Of losing someone. What when you go through these trials? Of course, the lesson, that's why we said it's the value. The value I give it to that person. Also, the possibility to rebuild yourself. Okay. This was a test due to certain influences. I mean, I see that you've spent some time. I feel like there's something there. There's something. Let's see. I feel like the past, because the key is here in the past, right? The past has come, it has appeared, and it has put you to the test. And it may even have confused you. It may have even made you doubt yourself, right? I feel like, I feel dizzy. I feel lost. I feel confused. But today you're realizing that this has been an illusion, that it has been a test life was. This hasn't been real. If the past comes back, it's for a reason. To be able to release something, right? I mean, I have to finish letting this go. I have to finish healing this. I feel a weight. I'm talking about these next few days when you'll be healing something toxic, and it could be from toxic environments, influences from third parties, knowing how to set boundaries as well, and not allowing other people to confuse you, to confuse your mind, your decisions, your thoughts. Don't let them distract you from your purpose. So you've decided to close that door, finding your balance again, finding your equilibrium again. That's why there's a powerful detoxifying energy. And this is like taking out the trash, right? Like this. This doesn't resonate with me anymore. I don't want this anymore. I feel like you guys are also going to turn a situation around. That has to do with that fear, right? Yes, this has happened to you because of the health issue. And there's something that has worried you lately. You are going to recover your health. There are conditions that are going to be reversed. That's why I say it. Confidence returns. It's like not giving power to certain kinds of thoughts, right? It's like, I don't want to fall into that, into negative thinking, into fear, into negative emotions, into thinking I'm sick. No. So, what this is about is starting to learn to manage your mind. Okay. That's why you've gone through this test. And what I feel is that there is a Taurus who is getting stronger, much stronger through these situations. Mm. That which you leave behind, that which you let go, it's going to allow you to shine much more. This is like taking something off that was blocking your light, your strength, and your presence. So that's why I also feel this as if you're shedding a layer that was hiding all your energy and your magnetism. And leave it behind. Allow this magnetism to start shining. It's that magnetism that's going to heal you, that will boost your confidence again. That's going to make you thrive again. It will allow you to move forward and without fear, and move forward toward your true dreams and toward your true ideals. Because that's how I feel. You're at a moment where you are dreaming a lot. You are visualizing a lot, a reality. And it's time to materialize it. So it doesn't stay just in ideals and dreams. Okay. Let's see what we have. Taurus, in the oracle, what will your message be for this moment? Taurus. Taurus. You have 111 Taurus. It tells you that the angels are ready to fully support you in this effort so that you can co-create with the universe a life you love. And the affirmation it leaves you with is, I am creative. I am creative. Dear Taurus, this is what we have seen for all of you. Have a beautiful day, and we'll see you here next time.